Hello students, welcome to my channel. In today's lesson, we will discuss about numericals on principle of conservation of energy. Now, as you will be viewing this lesson, don't forget to share this video. Okay? Share it with your friends, relatives, with whoever you find that this will be useful for. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So as you can see on the screen, I have written the first question. The question says, a stone of mass 500 gram is thrown vertically upwards with a velocity of 15 meter per second. Calculate potential energy at the greatest height and the kinetic energy on reaching the ground. And also you will have to find the total energy at its halfway point. Now students, as you are viewing this lesson, keep noting down these questions in your exercise book. Okay, so let's proceed for the solution. We will write down the given data first. So the question was a stone of mass 500 gram. Let us convert it to kg. 0.5 kg thrown vertically upwards with velocity of 15 meter per second. Okay, you have to calculate the potential energy at the greatest height and the kinetic energy on reaching ground and the total energy at its halfway point. So this is my question in short. Now let us analyze the figure. So this is your ground level and this is the height h up to which you have thrown that body. Okay, you have thrown it from here with your initial velocity 15 meter per second. So see, very well you can understand that this body has some kinetic energy at this point. Okay, because it has some velocity, it is having some kinetic energy also. Okay, but it will not have any potential energy. Potential energy will be zero. Why? Because you have thrown it from the ground level. So it will have only kinetic energy. Okay, but we don't know how much is that kinetic energy. So the total energy at this point, say I am naming this point A, the total energy will be kinetic plus potential. Potential is already 0, so the total energy at point A is going to be your kinetic energy. So how much will it be? Half mu square. Okay, let's do the calculation. Half into mass into u square. So if you do this calculation, you will see you are getting 56.25 joule. So your kinetic energy at point A is 56.25 joule, which we can also say is the total energy. Now when the ball reaches the point B, then also its total energy is going to be 56.25 joule. Now there is one concept here. Whenever this ball reaches the highest point, it will come momentarily to rest. So potential energy at the highest point B is going to be, so kinetic energy at the point B is going to be 0. So we can say here the total amount of energy, which was 56.25, is totally your potential energy. So we got my first answer here. Okay, the first answer is potential energy at the highest point is 56.25 joule. This is my first answer. Now the second was find the kinetic energy on reaching ground. So on ground it will also have 56.25 joule kinetic energy, because as we already spoke before, potential energy is 0 at point A. So only energy over here is the kinetic energy. And from before only we knew that total energy is 56.25 joule at point A. So kinetic energy is also going to be 56.25 joule. And obviously we are assuming here that there is no loss of energy. Okay, there is no loss of energy. That is why the total energy at point A is the total energy at point B. Okay, now come to the next question, the third part of the question. It says the total energy at its halfway point, means somewhere here at a height h by 2, the total energy will again be 56.25 joule. Alright, because we are after all applying the principle of conservation of energy. Okay, and we are saying that the sum total of potential energy and kinetic energy of a system remains constant if there is no loss of energy. So definitely there also, say, name this point as C. At the point C, which is midway, there also the total energy is 56.25 joule. Now let us proceed to the second question. The question says a sphere weighing 60 kgf moves from point A to B to jump. As you can see in the figure, we have 2 points, point A and point B. A skier has to jump from A to B and the weight of skier is 60 kgf, right? So we can understand here that the mass is 60 kg. Now number 1, calculate change in gravitational potential energy between points A and B. You have to calculate how much the potential energy has changed from point A to B. Okay, and then number 2, if 75% of the energy in part A, means the answer of part A, becomes kinetic energy at B, calculate the speed at which the skier arrives at point B. So let us proceed to solve this. Now, as we have to find the change in gravitational potential energy, so I am writing like this. Delta stands for change. I am writing here, this is my change in potential energy. So it will be potential energy at A minus potential energy at B. Look at the figure, quite evident, potential energy at A will be more than potential energy at B because A is at a greater height. Okay, so potential energy at A will be mg, height of point A was 75 meter, minus potential energy at B mgh, height of point B was 15 meter. So now we can take mg common, 75 minus 15. Let us take g value 10 meter per second square. Okay, and mass over here, see here the weight was given as 60 kgf, so mass is 60 kg, that is quite evident. So mass is 60, g value is 10, 75 minus 10 is 60, 10 to the power of 3 joule. So this is the answer for the first part. Now let's move to the second part. It said that 75% of this energy becomes kinetic energy at B. Okay, so we will remember this quantity, 75% of this. Kinetic energy at B is 75% of my previous answer. My previous answer was 36 into 10 cube. 36 into 10 cube. So let's calculate. So if you calculate, you get 27,000 joule. Alright, this is the kinetic energy. You have to find the velocity at the point B. So kinetic energy we can write as half m velocity square. Now mass was 60, so I am substituting. So my v square is 2 times 27,000 by 60. So my velocity will be square root of that, 2 into 27,000 by 60. Let us calculate. 30. So 30 meter per second is my answer. This is the velocity at point B. Now let us come to the third question. This is the question for you. I am expecting you to solve it and write the answer in the comment section. The question reads, the bob of a simple pendulum is imparted a velocity of 5 meter per second when it is at its mean position. To what maximum vertical height will it rise on reaching at its extreme position if 60% of its energy is lost in overcoming friction of air? Okay, G value is given 10 meter per second square. So students, I am expecting all of you to solve this and write the answer in the comment section. Bye, take care.